Yes.
I have a working dog and she's still like to get up on the couch.
Alright. So Wilma's running the game.
Yep.
Okay, Wilma, describe the environment.
Sneak. Oh, yes.
Alright, okay.
We're ready.
We
We're
can work
primed.
with this.
Can you put the hat on her? Can I take a picture? Hey, Willie. Hey, darling girl. That's a good. Thank you very much.
It works so well.
Okay, so I'm going to go around the circle and introduce each other and give a brief description of the process we failed to record.
Yay!
Created your character. So, do we want to start with?
Well, last time you said I should have gone first, so I'm happy for Bob to be the starting
And I think
point.
you should go next. I mean, I can slot in whenever. But I
Willie,
think
you
you
dropped
should
the
go.
hat.
Okay, so I am Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi. Some of you might know me by my alias, 50 Shades of Blade. Bob was kind of that aimless teenager that everyone said, oh, you know, he'd definitely join a cult. And did. Inevitably did. He's been in cults for as long as anyone can remember, but made the shift from a cult that tried to destroy monsters to a cult that tries to worship and invite them in to become avatars of what they call the one or more beyond. Looking at Bob, he is like a 20-something person that's messy and disheveled and looks like they have bad hygiene, and you know, is probably harmless but still very unsettling to be around. His catalyst for joining the Candela Obscura is came across a whole bunch of new people that came to a cult meeting one night and overheard them talking about it and thought, hey, that's a pretty cool idea. And so, being the natural sheep he is, just kind of tagged along, and they haven't worked out how to get rid of him. He's just always there. And yeah, that's me.
I am playing Enrique Brontod from the famous Emporium of Brontod, a theatre show of a magic. His role is face, and his speciality is magician. He has a well-kept style, almost like Doctor Strange-esque, with the grey hair, but very much black on top, with the velvet vest, and then a silk dark shirt underneath, with pocket square and what was it?
Cravat.
Yeah. His catalyst was essentially a magic trick gone wrong. The classic disappearing assistant into the box, but then during the live performance, he's seen this child be consumed by something of the unnatural and unknown. And so he has, on his journey to find answers, stumbled across Bob's cult and has now kind of led the two of them to Candela Obscura.
And to be clear, the cult is not Bob's. He has no charisma whatsoever, no capability of running a cult. He's just a sheep.
Lekker.
I think you're next.
Henry.
I like that you were looking at the camera. So, hi viewer, my name's Henry Archibald Montgomery, but you can call me Ham.
Hammy.
He's really hamming it up for the cameras.
Henry was a part of the 52nd Brigade, which was the police force for his local town. He got married to a lady called Lily, and during their honeymoon went walking along the
Wooded area.
forest area that was alongside a farm, and some sort of beast which he could identify as essentially otherworldly before the beast knocked him out.
And that's when I come in.
And yeah, that was where I found.
You woke up and your wife was...
No.
No, we couldn't find her. We couldn't find anything.
Okay. The mystery.
Yeah, so I am I'm a farm town girl. I grew up in a small town. Basically, it was adjacent to a forest. And one evening, I heard some very odd sounds coming from the forest. Interpret that as you will. It was disturbing.
You're making some moves in the forest.
Honeymoon baby.
Yeah, something happened in that forest. None of me names.
Someone getting eaten in some way, shape, or form.
Hey. So naturally, I went to investigate.
Fade to black.
Questionable life choices.
Oh, yes, we covered that as well.
Yep. And I came across a very disturbing situation. I came across A, unconscious Henry, B, very fucked up, mangled dead Lily, and a really odd phenomenon, creature, whatever it may be, I don't know, but it was leaving the scene. So I obviously had this very disturbing phenomenon. I dragged unconscious Henry back to my house to see if I could help. He came too and had all these questions. And he said, "What happened? Where's my wife?" I said, "I have no fucking idea. There's something possessed in the woods. Your wife is dead." And really fucked up. But when we went to have a look, the wife's body was gone. We don't know what happened. We're seeking a lot of answers. My questions are, what did I see? And why didn't it kill me? Yeah, that's basically where I'm standing at the minute. And then we've gone to seek answers in the city, Henry and I, and we have stumbled across Creepy Bob. Sorry, Lurker Bob. My mistake. And we've also stumbled across Enrique. When we visited the cult shop.
I prefer the title Unsettling Bob.
Unsettling Bob, my mistake.
So you guys have previously been on one adventure and have so are familiar with each other. So we've given all the characters here a level up kind of mode. Mostly in accident and character creation, but that's fine.
Having some good times in character
Make
creation.
sure you check both pages when you're going through character creation.
Read all the lines. Yes.
Attacked.
Triggered.
Yeah.
Sorry, what colour's your card?
Yes, so this is a horror game that we're playing, and so we're going to be using my little cones here, triangles, pyramids, to indicate how the players at the table are feeling. So green, without any lettering on it, indicates that everybody's good, happy, content to be there. Then it's blue with an O on it for okay. I'm doing okay, not super happy. This is a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit squeamish, but it's alright. Then no, I'm not enjoying this. Move on as quickly as possible. And X is going to be with black, and it's fade to black. The scene will just end there with kind of an implied.
Thank you for making it colorblind friendly.
Yes,
It's accessible.
Yes, the letters are to help Pat, who is colorblind.
Yep.
And then in terms of our circle, we've come up with the name, the Circle of the Haunting Presence. Our chapter house location, we've decided to be in Bob's store / cult.
It's an occultist shop front, which has a cult ritual room at the back, and the Candela Obscura
Lightkeeper.
the chapter house above, which
We use the upstairs room.
yes, the building is in the Steam District, not so far away from the railway station, where the smoky, kind of grimy environment covers all manner of sins that
We may.
smell or you can hear from the back of the shop.
Including incense from
It's mostly
someone's
incense.
cult shop.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just for
Neither do
FYI,
I.
the circle abilities that we've chosen are the Stamina Training and Forged in Fire. Alright.
Cool bananas. I think we are ready
Pajamas?
to
I
start.
think we are ready to start. Shall I start with some
Spooky music.
spooky music?
It hasn't started yet.
We
We getting spooky.
I was expecting spooky, scary skeletons to come on.
I can make it come on if you want.
They'll ruin the vibe. I'm already cold.
Are you?
No, but just like
The music.
We're in Australia, it's summer, don't complain about being cold.
AC is on.
AC is on.
I know. I'm saying, don't complain about getting cold.
Okay.
In your soul.
So a riot of sound radiates out of the New Fair World exhibition. Where once these city streets were filled with screaming civilians, there is now the laughter of children. The echoes of gunfire have been replaced with the pop, pop, pop of roasting caramel corn. The explosions of enemy bombs are now the crackling of electrified inventions. Even 3 years after the war, it feels almost incorrigible to hear the wild noises of happiness. You carry with you, as all Halian citizens do, the weight of the last great war on this Memorial Day. In celebration of the military's implementation of electricity, the incredible power that forced the Otherware to withdraw from the region, New Fair hosts an exhibition of advancement every year. Today, the district of Briar Green is a new world. Transformed by colourful flags, each street is lined with stalls of pop-up markets. The children scurry amongst the crowds dressed in their finest. On display, there's row after row of inventions. Yeah, that's a bit loud. Inventions, the likes of which you have never seen. Come see the electromagnetic elevator. Use radar technology to find your missing sheep, ma'am. Tired of buttoning your shirt for work every day? Try the amazing zipper and get your morning back. Best of all, the entire district smells of cotton candy and caramel corn. When we finally make it through the cacophony into the Briar Bank College and its exhibition hall, the world seems to forget the rules by which it operates. Here, the bright sun is dimmed by a dust-filled darkness. The outside noise is compacted into weighty hushes. The hall is filled with the whispering of industrial giants exchanging vast sums of money. The inventors in these rooms are titanic. The very air smolders with a static buzz. Electric screams silence the speakers with regular staccato, sending the bravest eyes looking up to the lightning that dances across the ceiling. We wander in silence through the gallery, listening to the daring adventures perched on bespoke stages, evangelizing their work. If you stand over here, sir, there is now no need to be afraid. The X-ray machine will show us your bones, nothing more. But you will have to hand me the items in your pocket, sir. Thank you. I've always wanted a gold watch. There are flyers throughout the hall of bright, almost iridescent green. In the dim light, the pages seem to glow, and in the electric flashes, they nearly sparkle. We follow them, like a trail of breadcrumbs, to a massive crowd. High on the stage before us stands a beautiful woman, Vera Montgomery, swirling in a glowing green dress. She is a beam of light incarnate as she what?
Are you related to this Vera Montgomery?
As she parades before a massive sign, a word painted in the same eerie green hue, Underdark. Dark. Over the gasp from the crowd, we cannot hear the voice of the man who stands with her, but it is clear that he is highlighting the features of the pigment. He gestures around the room as if to say, "You need no light, but the one we provide. In our Underdark, you are the light." The crowd erupts in cheers, pulling the attention of the entire hall. In this enthusiasm of onlookers and the crash of electricity, in this cacophony, it takes a moment to hear the model's screams, but as her cries grow louder and more piercing over the enthusiasm of onlookers and the crash of electricity, all at once, a hush blankets the hall. Gaping, red sores open across the woman's skin, crawling from beneath the underdark dress in deep fissures of pain. The model stops screaming, holding her hands up before the crowd. Within her hands, her bones glow green, the terrible mirroring of the X-ray on display only a few feet away. As we watch, the bones within each finger disconnect towards her wrist until her flesh hangs like a glove. The cascade of disconnecting bone runs down her arm and then her spine into her legs, until what was once a beautiful woman is a pooling mass of writhing flesh. Brain. In the end, there is nothing but a pile of red ooze and the most beautiful green dress in the world has ever seen. Looming above the body like a promise, the glowing sign reads, Underdark.
So did the dress stay levitating above the gloop?
No, so the dress is on the body and
The gloop that's on the ground.
the gloop is on the ground.
Yeah.
Wait, so the bones disconnected, but did they disappear?
Yeah, I think they dissolved the glowing bones like
Yeah, the bones dissolve,
Okay.
most of the mass dissolve.
Kill. Yep.
from within as she blistered flesh.
Mm.
What
You
part
might
did she
want to
die?
get that checked.
Shh, Bob, shh.
So, you were called in by Candela to investigate the mysterious death of Vera Montgomery. The famous model hired to exhibit clothing dyed with a glowing green pigment known as Underdark. This pigment was one of the New Fair World's most anticipated inventions. Your circle's lighthouse keeper, Quinn, was shocked to learn that both the dress and her remains radiated an incredible amount of bleed. You begin in the exhibition hall of the Briarbank College, surrounded by a crime scene and the remnants of the demonstrations not yet fully removed.
So is the Underdark a pigment?
The Underdark is the pigment, yes.
I think Bob, kind of like oblivious to anyone around, just kind of walks over to look at the pile.
Quinn sticks out her hand to like hold you back. She goes, don't touch, you don't know what that could possibly have been.
Here's a stick.
Thank you very much.
Don't interfere with the scene too much, the police will certainly be onto us then.
Give me back the stick.
What if I put my hands behind my back and just have a squeeze?
Squizzing is fine.
Okay. I would like to use sense on the corpse or what's left of it.
Yeah.
Using my ability extend your senses. So when you roll a sense to understand more about a phenomenon you've encountered, add a number of dice equal to your current intuition resistance to the roll. So I have a gilded dice and 2 in sense
Okay.
plus resistance. How does the roll
You
for
should
this
use
work?
one of your dice, and then as you use your gilded
So
dice.
you use a gilded dice when you roll your 2 in sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you get
Is one of the 2 dice the gilded?
one of the
Yes.
2 dice is gilded.
And he gets an additional for the resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You can take the opportunity to use some of your drives and get an extra dice, or if your roll is bad, you can use your resistance.
I might leave my drives for now.
Yep. So this is a low stakes roll as well.
Okay. So that is.
Do you add them all together, or do you take the
No, you
highest?
just take the highest.
So you go
6.
Damn. You
And it,
100%
Critical
success.
success.
and it's his gilded dice.
And it's
No.
a guild-
No, it wasn't my
His,
gilded
So-
dice.
his pink is
Ah,
if your gilded dice is
the success.
the success, you could probably have taken that and got a drive, but
You didn't need it.
you
No,
didn't
that's
need
okay.
it. Sorry, would you mind asking me your question again?
So I'm just kind of having a look, and based on like my
Getting the bug.
knowledge of the occult and the cults that worship beyond the realm, if it's something that seems familiar or.
So as you stare into the mass that was once Vera Montgomery, you. Sorry.
Goop. Goopy goop.
You understand that the corpse is infested with bleed and could reform at any point into a frightening adversary. And you're going to take a bleed mark.
Ooh.
Damn it. I need that. Bleed.
Yeah. On that note, kind of as a response to that, am I getting the sense that the phenomenon is still there?
It could turn into something very, very quickly.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like pull my robe hood back up and take a few steps back and just be like, I wouldn't stand near that if I were you.
How come?
Some weird shit's gonna happen.
What do you mean?
Weird shit.
Bob, I need more information.
Do you think I'm bad?
Define bad. Define bad! Oh, fucking. Someone else, you deal with him.
Quinn, was Vera the only proprietor of this Underdark? Was there any other inventors?
Vera was just the model.
Do we have the creator or the person that was demonstrating?
They might be around, but everything looks like it's been packed up, so we could go for a wander and find out.
Should we
And
leave?
do we know what makes this Underdark?
I am not aware currently of what makes the Underdark pigment. That's what we're here to investigate.
Can
But we
I
must be cautious.
look around?
Yes, you certainly can.
What do we see? Do I have to roll?
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Don't
roll.
go near the party.
I'm not going near the blob.
But
Well, you don't
be
need to go near
aware
the
that
ball.
the OUP agents might be arriving at any moment.
Ah,
I'm at
fucking
the
dicks.
door looking at one as a former police officer. I feel like I'd be at the door waiting for them to come, like on
You're on.
standby.
I turn around to the person like guarding it. You wouldn't happen to have any weapons on you, would you?
The person like.
That like stopped me from touching the body.
Quinn.
Oh, that's Quinn. That's your.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Keeper.
Yeah. To Quinn.
Lightkeeper.
Lightkeeper.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, not currently.
Okay. I would step a bit further back if I were you.
And she kind of floats away.
Quinn, where are you going? Don't leave me with Bob. Come on.
I like take the stick back off Aggie and I'm just kind of like not touching people but using the stick to push everyone away.
Okay.
I don't want you to die.
I'm concerned. What, can we look around?
Yeah.
What can we see besides blob body?
So there is the blob body that is at the
Display?
That's in the display hall.
Yeah.
There is going to be a backstage kind of green room that's like set up. There is
Did she come out of the green room?
yes, she would have had somewhere to prepare.
Okay.
Might be a good call to investigate.
Yeah, should we go and have a look?
Yes, you're welcome to go into the back room.
Okay.
Do we know of any other models for the Underdark? Is there anyone else?
Not that I am aware of. You.
Is anyone going
seek
to
them
keep
out.
visual and blob body? Cool.
I'm
Can
still-
you yell out if it does anything?
Yes, if the blob reanimates into a vicious enemy, I will let you know. After I ask it if it wants to take me.
No, just if it does anything,
No,
I would like a
please.
verbal warning.
I mean, I've had a lot of experience with this sort of thing, asking it to like become part of it. Like that's
Enrique.
Can you
Look, if
also
you're-
stay with him?
if you're-
I'm still at the door. I will make sure Bob does not get possessed. We need you to
that's what I
Yes.
want.
Come with me.
Yeah.
We go.
Why won't you let me do what I want?
So as you
don't know if
head
it's one of the
to
beyond.
the wait.
They're all part of the beyond.
No, I don't think that's true.
So you head to the backstage green room.
Yes.
And you see that in that space there is a box and the shipping crate from which the Underdark dress was received. It has big Underdark kind of labels written on it.
I don't have very
I mean,
good looking
I don't.
already.
Oh, you mean survey?
Yep.
I mean, mine is worse than yours.
Okay, I'm going to survey.
Sure.
I'm good with people.
I'm going to survey that box. What's it look like? The box is it giving
Um,
It's a
but also-
large shipping container.
Be careful
Okay.
if this
I'm not
dress is.
touching the box.
You're just looking at it. Yep.
Are there people in the original room where
Yes.
the body went? Second?
Yes, there are a number of people still in that space, kind of like congregating far away, waiting for the police to arrive.
Yeah. I got a 5.
5.
Yes.
So you. Sorry, I'm just trying to read all of my notes again.
That's fine.
maybe it could have been. Okay. Could also have been an inspection
So,
for focus. I can do
The
focus.
box that held the dress has a shipping label for the Radiance Corporation.
Radiant Corp.
Yeah, Radiance.
Radiance.
The inside of the box is splashed with the green dye on every wall of the crate.
Can out of the out of my gear, can I have a bleed detector?
Yes, you can have a bleed detector.
And then can I detect any bleed coming from this box?
There is a lot of bleed coming out of the box.
Right.
The inside of the box is permeated with bleed.
Oh, do we have anything that could store bleed or like take a sample?
I have
or-
a bleed
Bleed
containment
containment
vial.
vial.
I mean, I'll also. I mean, you could just put one. If you want one, you could just say you have one.
I have a bleed containment vial.
Ah, a bleed containment vial.
Oh,
Yes.
look at this MacGuffin that appeared in my hand.
So you're welcome to use the vial to collect some of the bleed
Colouring.
in the
Crate.
box.
Yes.
I am gonna need a roll, I think, for that. Now let me decide
Oh, no.
what roll I need for that.
Control?
Might be control. I think that's normally used for vehicles, though.
Yeah, but there is finesse.
Would it be? It might be move or strike.
It doesn't feel like a.
It depends. If it's going to attack me, navigate or
Well,
dodge
Move
might.
would be if you
Dodge.
can navigate.
Or
Yeah.
I
focus?
feel like focus would possibly focus or control.
Well, me.
Or move
I
if
don't
I
think you're
dodge.
supposed to be in there.
She's just like
Just
nose towards.
Open the cupboard.
Yeah.
Well, me.
I feel like I should have gone. Should have like a green.
Okay, I'm gonna get a focus roll just to make sure that you can inspect and analyze the correct amount of.
How much? How much?
Not great. I've got one.
Okay, you also. Yep, as much as I have.
I'm going to use a.
And she doesn't get a guild dice with that? Or
It's not in there.
No. No, it's not.
She's not getting.
But I have a resistance.
So you have to use it now, but if you
roll,
roll,
you can use the resistance.
Or you can
Okay.
use a drive.
Or I can use a
type.
drive.
Or you can use drive.
Is this a high risk roll?
Yes, it's high risk in that you will take damage if you get the bleed
if you
on
fail.
Well, I rolled one of them and it was a 6.
Would you like to roll the other one in case it was your?
No, it wasn't
No.
gilded.
in case it was a
Yeah.
double.
In case it was gilded, but it wasn't gilded then. Yes, so you successfully managed to scoop a large chunk of the.
Wait, are you considering that as not burning the drive?
I didn't roll the second one.
Okay.
Is this allowed? I can
Yes,
go one.
it's fine.
Yes.
Yes, you successfully managed to contain the bleed into the vial. So you have one full bleed containment vial.
Full.
Mmm. Okay. And this crate, is there anything else around it?
Did the bleed do anything when it went into my container?
The bleed didn't do anything specific when it went into your container except permeate like bleed does.
It didn't like move on its own.
No.
Okay, cool. Do you want to hold it?
No, you can.
Thanks. Pockets.
So, you also see in your up-close investigation that there is flyers that have like packed around the dress for Mordant Springs.
Morden?
Which now you put it together would be the second line of the address that had been like torn away on the outside of the.
Radiance Court, Morden Springs.
So, I want to come back to Bob for a sec.
Yeah.
I just remembered I have the ability to let them in. I got a bleed mark when I
Yes, you did.
investigated. So, I apparently gain additional information about the phenomenon that harmed me. I can ask you a question about the source of the bleed.
Yes. What would you like to ask?
The fuck?
Not
That's not
No.
specific enough.
The blob is not interested sexually in you.
In your advances.
Is it an incorporeal presence?
It is likely that this could be a reanimated presence at some point.
Okay, so the bleed isn't. The bleed I got was not from
Something else.
from what did it to her. It's from what it left behind.
Yes.
Okay,
Residual.
Residual, yes.
cool.
So it's not going to spring up and.
So sorry. It was
No,
radiant.
it will.
Radiant,
It's not
Radiant's
what killed her.
corpse.
Radiance
It's called
Corporation.
Morden Springs. Okay. And Morden Springs is a place.
That we know of?
Like in the
Have heard
the
of.
loose sense of the word, yeah.
Like, I know that New York exists, I've not been there, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
How readily is Quinn looking at Bob?
Not a lot. She seems somewhat more consumed by other things that are going on.
So can Bob like be poking it with a stick, going, "Come on, I want to see the
I am
dog."
looking out the door for the boys. Because we don't
Yes,
want to
you
get caught,
can.
obviously.
But in doing so, you are going to take
Second
another
bleed.
mark.
Stop poking the bear.
This time you're going to take a brain mark as you try to fully comprehend the melting of a person from the inside out and what could possibly have liquefied her bones.
Can you
Just like,
undo the marks once you get them?
Between
if you have a doctor
assignments.
and between assignments, you can.
that's okay.
That's okay.
I don't have plot armor here.
Specifically, actually,
I just-
vulnerabilities.
like if Quinn notices me poking the body, I'm just like, did you know we had a war a few years ago? Only found out today.
She like drifts back towards you and yes, we very much had a war. Now I'm really gonna need you to take a step back away from that corpse. Perhaps you will go and stand with Ham, see if he's managed to observe anything from the people milling about.
Okay. I wouldn't stand too close to that though.
I have no intention of that.
Okay. If it happens to jump up screen.
I certainly will.
Cool.
Hey, Ham.
Hey, we're in trouble, are we?
If by we you mean me, probably.
So I'm fine?
Until that thing jumps up, yeah.
What's going to
Then the jury's out. Who knows what's going to happen?
I look over at the blob quickly and be like, seems to be fine at the moment.
Key words, at the moment. And I just kind of like drift off.
So were there any other crates or anything around the?
No, it's literally just the one that
Okay.
seems.
Is there another door in this room, or is it like just like behind the curtain vibe?
No, it's just kind of behind the curtain vibe.
Okay. Any
Hmm.
other possessions? Any other?
So there are some personal effects kind of scattered around her original outfit, which she wore when she arrived. There's makeup and all those kind of things that you would put together, that would use to put yourself together for.
I'm looking for any notes or any like.
Realistically, there doesn't seem to be anything within the green room that would even have any kind of personal effects. It's like she rocked up for right
Stripped.
this minute, stripped. Like her purse is back there, but
Any money?
sure, yes, there is about $25 in it.
Okay. There are no other people. No other people would be in this room apart from her.
Somebody clearly brought in the dress, and the speaker would have been around, but there is no one in the room at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm going back out.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there
I don't
a,
think there's much else we can
wasn't
get.
there a person with her on stage?
Yes, there was.
Where is that person? Let's go find them.
Hmm.
Okay, we go back out and see if any of the audience will talk to us.
Can you make a, well, I mean, I think it's probably more likely you would have been like on the lookout when you were standing around. Would you like to make a survey roll?
Use this without touching her.
Oh. 6.
That's
So
mine.
you have managed to.
Sorry, say that a bit louder. You don't want to disturb your what?
Nah, pee-pee.
The microphone's over there.
My pee-pee.
So you managed to like spot in the crowd the original like host and speaker for that particular presentation. You are also have managed to hear the police have started to like round up and collect people. So you're aware that if you're going to talk to him, it's sooner rather than later.
I'd grab Bob. Oh, no, sorry. I'm just going to tap Bob on the shoulder and gesture to follow as I V-line directly for the man that I've identified was also on the stage.
Yep.
Where are we going? Are we going to the zoo?
You should direct
We
Bob to the
need to get
cops.
out of here, but we need to have a small chat with someone quickly.
Okay.
I assume that we're like 10 meters behind, walking back to the. Wait, what's the
So you-
orientation of it? Is it-
Orientation. So he said that he was set up near the door, which I'm assuming is like the exhibition hallway door, right?
Yes.
So
the entry point that the police would most likely
Yeah.
come through.
So you're not close to that, given that you walked through the exhibition hall before arriving at this particular stand, and then subsequently went further back towards the green room and the
Yeah,
classrooms.
okay.
And
So
stuff.
if
we'd
anything, we'd be
we-
walking towards each other currently. I'd be walking back from the back
Sweet.
room.
And
I'm
we
walking
just-
into the room from the front.
Out onto
So
the stage.
as you follow the man, he is not in fact making his way back towards the green room, but seemingly trying to like maneuver through the crowd and escape anything that's going on there.
I would like to grab him and I saw this coming.
Ooh.
I'd like to. I feel like I would still have my police badge with me,
Yep.
Oh.
so I'd like to
nice.
V-line towards him, whip the badge out very quickly, and do almost like a flip show.
Yep.
And just be like, would I have caught the name during the show of the? Was this like a tandem or something like that? The guy on stage was with
Yes,
her.
he was like the voice being like, and look at this amazing dress, like all this.
Look at this amazing liquefied lady.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you know,
So
you don't need light. You are the light. Look at this amazing.
right,
Salesman
okay.
pitch.
Okay, then I would. Oh, actually, sorry. I saw this coming. It goes 3 times per assignment. Add 1 dice to teammates rolls.
Yes,
Does that mean it?
you can't use it for your own.
Oh man.
But if you help others, you can get back some points.
So what do you want to accomplish? Because Bob's with
Essentially, I'm going over to him. I'm going to flash the badge and be like, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to follow me to the back, to the green room for a couple of quick questions."
Yeah. So you catch up to him. You present your badge, and he turns to you and he's like, "I didn't do anything. I wasn't involved in this.
I know, sir. Just a couple of questions in the back.
I don't want to go anywhere near that back room.
Is there danger in the back room, sir?
I mean, I don't want that dress. I don't want to be involved in this. I just want to go home. I was hired for like one job and one job only."
Can I try convince him to come to the back room with me very quickly, and then we will exit the building?
So that's a sway roll.
Yes.
Yep.
Sway away. Ooh,
use
you've got
the,
the.
use the gilded dice.
And a gilded dice?
No, just one and one.
Oh.
Yes. Would you like to use a drive?
Oh, that just means I rub one out?
Yes.
Thank you.
I didn't get that.
No, you have to
enough.
use this now. You have to.
Yeah, use your own. Don't touch my pee-pee. Touch your own pee-pee.
I'm pretty sure I had that in a public service announcement once. Don't touch other people's
So just double checking. I get 2 off the bat with sway. I've rubbed out 1 drive.
So you get
I get a
another
second
3
dice. Yes, and
3
one
dice and one of them is gilded.
Yes.
Do I just, if I have 2, do I just get to pick that one's gilded?
So you
or-
roll all 3 of them.
Oh no, but like, why is this one gilded? And not just the
Because
one
you got the gilded dice in
Oh,
sway.
yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Oh.
I'm gonna take 6.
Yep.
6? Okay. So he goes, okay, just quickly, but I don't want to spend much time there.
It'll only be a couple of minutes and then we can exit through the back door for you, sir.
There isn't a back door there, officer.
Well, shit. Alright, to the back room.
Right, so you guys head off to the back room, and you kind of like pass in the corridor. You pass these two having come from there.
I signalled them to
Yeah,
essentially
we do a U-turn.
pass me and follow me.
Yeah. You watch
Thank God he listened to you. I didn't have to break his legs or anything.
You watch him get more and more agitated, noticing that these two fell in behind as well.
Not to worry, sir. I'm sure that we'll have this whole misunderstanding about us in just a moment.
Yep, and that liquefied corpse totally isn't going to jump up and kill us all.
Well,
I'm gonna
now
need
is
a
not the
sway
time.
roll.
It's always the time. What did you need, sorry?
A sway roll from.
That is fine.
While
I can
that's
do-
happening, I'm going to engage this man and be like, so what's your name? Like, you've obviously had a really bad day.
He's already got one person talking to him, so I'm just gonna get you to hold off until we find out the.
Okay, I'm trying to get Bob. Shut up then.
Yes.
Oh, shut up.
You can try, but no one
goddamn.
succeeded
Yeah,
yet.
kill the dice is not doing very well. That I've got 6.
6? Okay.
I got 2 6s and a 2.
Well, I guess I'm more reassured by an excellent magician such as yourself working for the police. You're gonna solve this, right?
Absolutely, nothing to worry about. I'm a known face.
Oh, are you?
Mm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that well. Thought it was like
Famous, the famous Emporium. Have you not heard of it?
Alright, so you guys wander to the back room and he's like super agitated.
I whip out a notepad and go. First thing, so is name.
I'm gonna come up with a name.
William.
I was gonna say Ashford.
Okay,
So William Ashford.
William Ashford.
Yeah.
William.
And are you just the presenter for this demonstration, or?
Yeah, I've been hired by the company a couple of times to do these kind of presentations, but nothing like that has ever happened before.
And this was through Underdark?
Underdark's the product.
Yes, so who contacted you, sorry?
The
The
Radiance Corporation,
Radiance
of course, yes.
Corporation.
Just confirming. And they've done this before? They've hired you to present?
Yeah, when they launch a new product.
Okay,
And do women liquefy on your stage very often?
No, I literally just said it doesn't happen. It's never happened before.
Could I? Because I
Very
wouldn't understand.
understandable.
I wouldn't know that there was a delivery prior.
I don't
that
know
we
what
are in
I'm
the
doing
room that
wrong.
Would I be
You
able
said
to
I
have
needed
a
to be
look
more
around
social.
and identify that?
not with him.
Yeah, can I get a survey roll?
Come with me.
How do I have a?
Okay, as long as we're not going near the corpse.
Okay.
Okay.
Come with me, come with me.
If I burn a drive, I get an extra dice.
Yes.
Yep.
I would like to do that.
I really want to go to the zoo.
We can go one day.
You always say that, and we never go.
I've got Bob's hand. We're standing by the door
4.
because you get freaking the person out.
4.
4.
So you see that there is some material on the inside of this crate. There is a label on the shipping crate. There is
A little bit of a flyer.
yeah. I mean, he can't see inside the crate yet, but there is a desk set up with a mirror and like makeup on the stand. There is her purse is still behind and a change of clothes.
Would I be able to identify that the dress came from that box? From by anything or no?
You're fairly certain that the dress would have come out of that box with this.
The dress did come out of the box. We had a look before. There was a lot of leftover Underdark in there.
I
And
wouldn't have known that.
Did you
I know.
get some?
I'm telling you.
Oh,
While I see you looking around. Yeah, I pull out a file. I'm like, I got some from before. Just
Like,
just for now.
as she pulls the vial out, it's instantly taken by...
No. I know. It's
Just let me
mine.
look!
You can look, but you have to ask first, and you didn't ask.
Skin turns. Very quickly,
please.
I noticed the dress came in a delivery, it appears, and I gesture over to the box. I was like, were you aware of any delivery that occurred?
They dropped it off this morning.
Who is that?
The Radiance Corps.
Do you have a way of either location or contacting?
No, it was pre-organised as part of the show setup that they would drop it off and they were going to pick it up like at the end of this exhibition period.
Do you have a time or a date?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon.
But I mean, they just came down on the train.
They came on the train.
Yeah, they just came down.
What were their names that dropped off?
I don't know.
And so these other items that you have presented for them, what do they involve?
So usually they are a textile manufacturer, but they do all kinds of things. They're just like a bit of an inventing group, you know.
But nothing of this glowing nature. Nothing else that glows.
No, this is new.
Okay.
It's supposed to be their big market break, you know.
Yeah, that's a real shame. That, you know.
Yeah,
real shame.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely.
really like to go.
Yeah, of course.
That's understandable.
Have you heard about this product before it launched? Obviously. Do you know of any other employees that we could discuss?
No, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm hired for one.
Do we get the sense that he's being genuine?
Actually, yeah. Can I read?
Can I ask something before they read?
Yeah.
No, I think you should read.
Well, I was going to as well, so I might do my read as part of this, but I'll say, look, I've just kind of been fading in and out of conversations, so I'm not sure if it's already been covered, but the lady on stage, Miss
Vera?
Miss Montgomery, yeah.
Yeah, Miss Montgomery, Miss Vera Montgomery. Did she touch any of the substance? Was she wearing it?
She's wearing the dress.
I understand that, but was there, had she
The box
eaten?
arrived, they put the box down, left, we came in, she put the dress on, went out to stage, did my piece.
So the dress was covered in liquid. The green liquid.
It's not
No, it was
it's not
coloured with the
liquid,
pigment.
It's pigment.
Okay.
Okay.
She is.
The underdark that you've got, is it a liquid or is it a powder?
So what you've got is bleed residue, not pigment or anything else like that. So you have contained the supernatural element to the box that was there previously.
Is it green? Is it green like
It is
the
kind
underdark?
of a little. Yes, it's a little bit glow in the dark.
The one thing.
I'm
last thing I
happy
want-
to do a read
Yeah,
while
do
they're
a read
talking.
Well, the last thing I was going to say is thank you very much for your time. Before you go, a location that we can find you if there's any additional questions.
Yeah, you need a special one.
And I
Or
will
you
want
can
to
use
do a
one as well.
read after he gives me the answer.
Alright, I'm using a drive to read.
We're reading.
I'm staying at a place in the Red Lamp District.
6.
6. He's being 100% truthful with you guys.
Okay.
He thinks you're a police officer.
Okay, cool.
He thinks very wrong.
Yes, he does.
Do I need to roll to see if that address was accurate?
No, I'm just gonna look at the address.
I'm gonna pop to the door while they're having that final read.
Yep.
I'm gonna poke my head, not necessarily out, but just eyes, and just be like, "Is there anyone out here?" Slash other
I'm
cops.
gonna need you to make a survey roll.
Fuck.
So you're saying I don't need to read for that address?
No.
Well, I just did a 6 read and
I got a
Well, that was
he was
3.
truthful.
That was prior to the question, though, wasn't it?
But he was being truthful with us.
You haven't managed to spot any of the police officers.
Mint. That's a bit concerning, but mint. No cops yet, guys, but I think we should probably, no additional officers coming this way just yet, guys, but, I think we should let this poor gentleman go
Yes.
before he
He's,
gets called up and taken to the police station. Isn't that right, Mr. William? You'd like to go home?
Yes, very much so.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Thank you very much for your time, and
I wouldn't want to be here when
Just
somebody
jump.
gets back up either.
What?
he's talking about his secret friend that he thinks follows him around. Ignore him.
My
Okay,
secret
and
friend,
he,
it's the
like-
blob on the floor.
Come on,
He
mate!
moves with haste. He's not running, but he's
booking it.
booking it.
Yes.
Bob, we talked about this. Come on.
And I've said it multiple times, that thing's gonna get up and try and kill you.
We trust you. That's why we should leave.
Yeah. Can we head back out, but bypass?
We don't want to try and take the dress.
No!
No, it'll be too.
Comes in.
No, it'll be evident that we have interfered
Meddled.
with this
Yes.
crime scene.
So
Queen.
Quinn is wandering around on the hall, around the exhibition hall. It's very easy to find.
Was that she was floating?
Yes.
Yes, it's a term where you go and talk to people or just wander around a place.
Well, no, in this instance, she's actually floating.
And now
So-
okay.
Quinn is a professor, and this is her first lighthouse keeping venture, or light keeping venture. That's why she has decided to attend with you. She wears long.
She wears Underdark.
She wears underdog. No, she tends to wear long, flowy kind of skirts in that style because she's actually
Skirts or dresses?
skirts or dresses because she's missing her right leg.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
she wears she always wears gloves that kind of like come to the wrist. And you are aware that she doesn't walk anywhere, she floats.
And does she have any other scars we're aware of?
Not that you were aware of.
Is it obvious that she floats?
She doesn't really seem to take strides. She just kind of like,
But like,
you
is
know
her
the Russian dancing where you just kind of like look like you're gliding along. That's what she looks like.
So the dress
So
is
when she goes upstairs, she just doesn't have that like.
Oh no, because I'm more
Glide
thinking magic is not evident in this world, obviously.
Yeah.
If the dress is like knee height,
No,
and it's
full
obvious-
length. Just one leg that just like is off the ground, just
Yeah, that makes
Just
sense.
Flamingo-esque.
dragging.
And to be clear, like, we haven't turned around and looked at Quinn and she's suddenly wearing the dress or something like
No,
that.
this
Cool.
is always her outfit. She
Hey Quinn, what an interest.
She think like Victorian or Edwardian school teacher, like big kind of puffy white shirts that like button up to here, hair tied back in a bun, and like the skirts that come to like the actual waist, and like
Very long.
sharply come out and then drop immediately. Lots and lots of fabric.
Yep. Okay.
I suggest that we head back past the dress and the remains of Vera, just to see if she can come alive again.
Like
but
the question here is, are we okay with waiting for the police to come, or should we maybe deal with the body that's about to reanimate rather than just closing the door and pretending we didn't see anything?
Well, there's no guarantee
Oh, I can tell you there's a guarantee that thing's coming back to life.
that we don't know it'll be
I did
now.
get it.
It could be in 7 weeks.
Was there a
We don't
time?
know.
Was there a time frame? No.
I think that
Was
our jurisdiction has ended here.
You guys aren't any fun.
We need the
I don't think
cause
it
of
is
it.
our fight.
No.
But I think we
Bob will
should
like
go past.
pull his robe over top of his head and just kind of sulk behind you and leave.
So as you make your way out of the exhibition hall, you do see that the police is setting up tape and kind of like beginning to herd some people away. So I'm going to need a hide roll so that they do not notice you from someone.
Is it a possibility?
I'm not great at hide. I have one.
I have two.
You have a gilded dice too.
Gilded, yeah.
Is it possible to have a look at any of the police officers? Or actually, is there a
because
map?
do you need hide
But you
from
make
one of
gilded
us?
dice.
Just
There's
one
no
of
point.
us.
Oh, I
in,
got.
like,
I'll do hide.
I'll do hide. You got 3 in hide.
So,
Well,
is it
two
just one
plus
or are we
one.
all rolling?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
Is that? Oh no,
We'll make
It's
them-
just 2.
oh, I got 2. What do you
Yeah,
got?
you're both the
I'm-
same.
Yeah, you're the exact same rating. So someone just roll.
The only difference is you
You
have an extra drive.
Okay, then I'll drive.
No,
I'll roll.
just you do. Yeah, one of
Well,
you do.
One of you roll. I'm gonna better drive.
Someone fucking roll.
Can I
Hey!
see if
And are you using
there's-
your
Oh,
drive?
your gilded one was
Oh,
six.
then you
As
get to
in,
recover
is it
one of your.
The thing that I just burnt.
Yeah,
It's
your
the OUP.
He got 6.
You got 6? Excellent. So you guys managed to like get out of the hall from this like emergency exit that most people haven't noticed rather than taking the main exit for which they
I drop a smoke bomb.
Can I grab Aggie as I notice that and gesture for you to look at the badges that they have that state OUP?
So like
They're the same ones that cleared up.
they're the same
No.
ones.
Just
Oh, same
leave them alone.
officers.
Not same officers,
No,
same.
same department.
I do it with my dog.
What's the department's name?
That is
OUP
Yeah.
office.
unnecessary.
No, oh,
And
like
that's
it's
why
the
your
same
dog gets no
department, like,
kisses.
The same
From me
level,
or
like-
anyone.
There does seem to be probably like a captain rather than just a general officer on scene who's taking notes.
Yeah.
But the body seems to be
The
still
body is still
blob.
a blob.
Kill.
For now.
Quinn, we have a possible location of where this Underdark pigment has come from.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, we've got
As saying this as we
hours.
kind of move
Yeah.
out, I assume.
got a couple more hours in the day. Do you guys want to take the train out to?
The dress was actually delivered by train, so it wouldn't be a bad idea if we could go to the train station and see if the carriage is potentially infected as well.
Certainly.
But how would we find the exact train that it came
Hey
on?
Bob, find it, boy. Can you smell it?
Bob puts his dolls away and then like.
Alright,
Ties leash.
Did someone say train?
So you guys head back in that direction anyway, because that is where your chapter house is. What do you say? Quinn says her goodbyes and leaves you guys to your extended investigation and heads back.
Hey Quinn,
Yes.
can you get a piece of cheese and throw it in my room and then shut the door, please?
For the rat thing,
How did you know about the rat?
We all know about the rat.
it's
How come nobody told me this?
It's not something we discuss.
Please feed the rat.
okay.
Thank you.
May
It's not got rabies, I checked.
when leaving, is there any identification of how the OUP arrived on scene? Like cars or anything like that?
They arrived on horseback.
Oh, can we steal?
On horseback?
Cars don't exist yet.
There are cars.
Imagine the crank.
Car.
Yeah,
cranks like
cars are around, but they're like a rich person thing.
Yeah.
They either arrive to a scene by walking, so you think that it's likely that the first couple of officers arrived on horseback just for the speed aspect, and the others kind of arrived on foot, and there's likely to be more soon due to deal with this crowd.
Would it be possible to ask Quinn for a favour?
I just did.
I'm curious if you could find where the police, and I gesture to the OUP officers, where they're either coming from or headquarters.
Their headquarters will be in Steel.
In the steel?
Yes, so you would be aware that there is a head office within the city in a district called the Steel, I think.
We're in this team.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so I would know.
Sorry, not the Steel. That's where all the other things are.
That's where everything else.
Sorry, that's
obviously
where
is.
it's where the manufacturing is. My apologies.
Yeah, makes sense.
I am looking for.
There's a good bag if you want some.
You all laughed at me when I fucking asked Sam. Now look at you.
I don't know.
I was just confused. I like kinetic sand. I was just confused.
So
I've never seen you do things that small.
the main base is in the 9 Irons.
The 9 district.
Yes. So the periphery headquarters are there, the prison, the gallows. The
Do we
city
have
and
any
all that
contacts there, Quinn, at the OCP? OUP?
I can certainly try and pursue some. I'll write some letters this afternoon.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
What's the agency called?
The OUP?
The what?
The OUP?
Yeah, letter by letter?
OUP?
Of course I do. Do you not? Go on.
Oh my god!
Yes, sir.
How long did it take you to get that going?
Oh, the moment she said it, I was just OCP, OUP. Well, that was it.
So you head towards the train station? What do you intend to do at the train station?
I will probably still in dog mode. I'm going to do a sensibility on all of the train station or the
A sense roll then.
Yes, I am a dog. I'm gonna use one of my drives. Actually, This isn't technically encountering a phenomenon, right?
No.
Okay, cool. So I can't use extend my senses. So I will use a drive.
Like that you're a bleed hound.
That's a 6.
6? So,
On your special
It's not on my gilded dice, no.
would you like to take your gilded dice option?
Mixed success.
Is it a high stakes roll?
No.
Okay, then that's a 5.
Okay. So you can't tell exactly which train particularly the product came from, but the dress certainly came through here from the like weird tingling residue in the space. It's likely that the train probably already left to go to the next stop.
And I know that. Do I know that for certain, or like?
You're pretty certain.
Okay, then I communicate it to Aggie.
Thanks.
Was here, not here anymore.
Good boy,
no. So with the gilded dice, so I took 5, which was a success,
Mixed success, yeah.
mixed success. How does that work for the drives? Can I
It means you get one back.
just one?
Yeah.
The one you
Okay.
used. Yeah.
Does it have to be the one I used?
Yes.
No, it can be
Oh.
a fresh one.
Oh.
You can't go above your max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It has to be in the same category. It can't be
Oh, I
in a
have-
new
okay.
category, but like.
Yep.
Sorry, I was being sarcastic, and I feel like that didn't convey.
No. We're too neurospicy. Great. So we know it was here. Let's see if we can find any of the people that unloaded.
Looking at the map that's at this train station, do we
That's
see
a bold assumption of you to make.
a Mordant Springs stop?
There is a Morden Springs stop.
Great.
And wouldn't you know it, this train right here will take us there.
So deep in the Brittleborn Mountains, the rail will take you to Morden Springs.
And as
In
the
the
train
mountains.
comes, the train conductor's out the window going, "Well, howdy, folks! I haven't seen you around here for ages. Hop
Like,
on board."
Bob is already on the train as he's pointing at the map. And everyone else has to make the conscious decision of whether they just let Bob leave or they join in.
We could. We definitely could.
We should have.
You guys are aware that that is not the correct train.
Oh, Bob. Bob, that's not the Bob. That's not the,
Hey. Hi, Bob. Close his door. Have a sit.
Okay, I need you to tell me if canonically you're actually doing that.
no, I couldn't. This is the wrong train.
You guys are the best. Thanks so much. Oh, it's so nice of you to shut the door before.
Yeah, I just didn't want to let
People.
the fresh air.
Here's a doll of you I
in.
made.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I had a pity.
You haven't done voodoo on him, have you?
No, I mean I made it do kissy kissy with
Burning it might be a good
but,
idea.
you know,
Thanks.
Burning it might be a good idea.
Thanks.
it's made out of 100% pure Aggie hair.
Yeah, where'd you get that, Bob?
I like watching people sleep.
Just don't trim it next time. I thought it was a bit short.
It's okay.
Alright. I think we should move on.
So I assume that you are going to find
trying to
the
make a toy line.
train
Here's another one.
timetable and
The
get
doll's
the
bomb.
correct train, purchase tickets, and all that jazz. So we might take a break, and when we reassemble, we'll be on the train.
Okay.